Can you guys see the team right here? That's the team. Guys, let me know. Let me know if you're able to see. I just want to make sure it's working. Can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure because I see that there's some delay right now. Hate Watch begins now. Hate Watch begins now. Yeah, guys, that's the team right there. Are you guys able to see it? Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing in the building? Are you guys ready? This is our first, actually, football watch-along in some time now. It's actually our first watch-along in some time now. Jeremy Frimpong, nice to see you in the building. I see Belugas here. Trent Hate Watch, gonna be insane. Yo, sound is fine. Thank you, Theo. Nice to see you in the building. You guys are saying Duolingo. We can hear you loud and clear. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I just wanted to make sure. The game is about to kick off in just a little bit of time. Zichin, nice to see you. Guys, let me know, is this the... How many Club World Cup games have you guys watched so far? Like I said, for me, it's my first full one. I watch bits of the City game. Bits and pieces of different games. But this is the first proper one that I've watched so far. But yeah, Xabi Alonso is taking it serious. When you actually see the team, he's gone quite strong tonight, to be fair. He has gone strong with the team. I'm still finishing dinner, by the way, you guys. So I'm sorry if this becomes whatever the names are for those things. I just made some pasta. Look. I watched Bayern Munich, the 10-0 game. Ooh. That seemed like an entertaining one. By the way, for Al-Hilal, for those of you wondering, they have Bonu, they have Milinkovic, Savic, Malcolm, Joao Neves. They have a lot of... What I'm just surprised by is he not even... Oh, damn, he's not even on the bench. Yeah, they still have some names that we know, you know? Nairo says, hey, Leo, did you hear about the Air India plane crash? RIP. Yes, bro, I did hear, and it's just devastating. It's crazy to think that those things are possible. You know, it's really, really crazy. But, yeah, may anyone that was involved in that plane crash... Rest in peace, our thoughts and prayers are with you. I remember when I saw that news, I was like, how is that even possible? The technology that we have with planes now and everything, how is it possible? You know, but it's just crazy. Manu says, yo, Leo, I just saw your short about us potentially going for Isaac. If that happens, I will lose it. Let's see now. Trent Cooks at Real Madrid. Come on, Trent. Oh, wow, so you're supporting Trent. Guys, let me know in the chat. I want you spamming in the chat because now we're just a few minutes away from kickoff. By the way, what is this thing about... waiting for every individual player to come out onto the pitch? I don't understand this. What do you guys make of this? They've been doing this for the whole Club World Cup, apparently, where each player waits to be announced and then gets like a walkout, like in the US sports. Like in the NBA, they do this type of thing, but I don't understand it. LFC Avery, yes, I do plan on getting next season's kit. Absolutely. Delior says Al-Hilal 2-1. Yes, Delior, nice to see you in the building. How are you holding up, by the way, Delior? Because I know in your personal life, there were some things happening. Do you have any updates for us? Because I was worried about you. Where's Mbappe, bro? I think he just picked up a slight knock in training. That's why he's not starting. But Vinny is starting. Vinny is starting. On the left, Rodrigo on the right, Garcia down the middle. And they've still gone with pretty much their strongest midfield three. Tchouameni, Jude Bellingham, and Valverde. But you see, this is why there's always delays in the kickoffs, because they're doing these things where they bring the players out one by one. I don't understand. Are you watching the NBA Finals? No, I'm not, Sunday LFC. I love the NBA, but the kickoff times are just too crazy. They're too crazy, the kickoff times. Verts on next season's kit. This is tough. Oh, imagine. Mind tripping. Nice to see you in the building. I feel bad for Ronaldo not being in the Club World Cup. I don't really. He probably could have moved to Al-Hilal if he would have wanted to. Let's be real. I think he could have. Do you think Isaac will put in a transfer request? I think if we push hard for him, Uchiwa, who knows? I'm gonna believe. Now that we got the Verts transfer over the line, I'm gonna believe that Isaac is possible. I'm sorry. Like, why doubt anything at this point? You know what I mean? Trent starting alongside Huijsen, guys. They were the two new signings for Real Madrid. Favorite basketball player? I love Carmelo Anthony growing up because I grew up in New York, so I was watching the Knicks, and Carmelo Anthony was so good back then. But I also love this guy called Jeremy Lamb. Very random, but I had him in 2K. I would always use him, you know. But yeah, what do you think of the PSG game? I didn't watch that game. Like I said, I only watched the highlights. This is the first proper game I'm gonna be watching, and I wanted to make sure that whatever that game was, that I would get to watch it with you guys, you know. But you see, every time there's delays in kickoff times because of these freaking walkouts. Like, who cares about every player being introduced coming out onto the pitch? I don't understand. Delior says, my mom is out of the hospital, but she has to take frequent visits as doctor's order. I brought her an exercise bike so she could exercise, and maybe that could help. I don't know. That's great, Delior. You know, actually, my grandfather had to recently go into the hospital as well, but he's okay. But it's just like he also had some health scares too. But just mentally to be out of the hospital, Delior, that's so huge. If Isaac Jones, John Henry is a legend, he's already a legend, bro. For what he's done this summer and how he turned the football club around. Man, this Club World Cup was structured so poorly. I know. Like, bro, it's 3 minutes past kickoff, and the main reason why it's 3 minutes past kickoff is because they have these freaking player walkouts. Like, do we care about that? Bro, Dean Huijsen is a chill guy. Tommy, nice to see you in the building, who says, sorry I haven't been able to join your stream. It's because when you do them midweek, you do them like an hour before school ends for me, and I also had to go to... I'm sorry, bro. But Tommy, you're in the building now. That's what freaking matters. You're in the building now. Football Shorts FC says, Leo, tomorrow I'm going to Seattle versus Atletico. Ooh. If you can have a word with Julian Alvarez, have a word for us. City fan channel from India. Big up, brada. Garvit, most American thing ever. I know. They do it in the NBA, but why do it in football? Nobody wants to see that. The City game was so boring, I can't lie. We take the W, though. Yeah, it was 2-0, right? I'm not a chill guy like Huijsen looking at Trent. Oh, goodness. All right, let me get the timer ready. We're about to kick off here. I'm watching on DAZN. I think it's actually everywhere in the world. It's on DAZN, actually, this game. It looks like it's a pretty full stadium, to be fair. It's probably, 70% capacity, if you look at the seats, which for this Club World Cup is not bad. There we go, guys. Al-Hilal get the game kicked off. Al-Hilal get the game kicked off, guys. Let me know who you're supporting in this one. Madrid hate watch begins now. I think that's how a lot of us are feeling in the building. I think that might be how a lot of us are feeling in the building. Joao Cancelo, to be fair, is playing for Al-Hilal as well. Bro, so many top players have gone to Saudi. It's crazy. Did you see Liverpool fixtures for next season? Yes, Mohammed. I even did a live earlier today if you want to go back and see it, where we broke down all of the different fixtures and everything. I hope they play Trent in defense, so I don't think he's going to... Let's see. This is what I'm curious about. Will Xabi Alonso continue to play a 3 at the back? I'm real curious. Or will Trent just play traditional right back position? That's what I'm really curious about. We shall see, we shall see. But what's for sure is even if Carvajal is a legend of Real Madrid, Trent is going to be their starting right back this season. That there's no doubt about. There really is no doubt about that. Let me know if you guys are able to see the ball movement as well. I think we should be all good. Mervin says, I hope Al-Hilal wins. Naeem delusional. Look, I just had a Newcastle fan comment on the latest video around Isaac, and the Newcastle fan says, sure, for 150 million, you can get Isaac. We love him, but with that money, we'll get Joao Pedro and Xavi Simons. Damn, imagine. I saw Liam Delap had a good debut, yeah, for Chelsea. He could be a bargain signing, to be fair. When you look at the prices of other strikers this summer, he is young as well. He could be a great signing. Yeah, Asensio, he signed a new contract with Real Madrid as well. He signed a new contract. It's going to be a free kick for Al-Hilal in a dangerous position right now as well. Dangerous position. I think Slot will make more changes next season because now it's going to be more of his team. I think he's going to rotate more is my prediction for this upcoming season. See ya, Garvit. Leo, please stream tomorrow. What could I stream tomorrow? I want to renew my membership. Garvey, I gotta see. It depends if there's something major happening or not, because there isn't a major Club World Cup game. Yeah, free kick. Who's gonna take it? Probably Milinkovic-Savic. Bro, he was also a top player in Europe, and he ended up going to Saudi. Oh, but it hits the wall. It hits the wall again. Damn, it looks like it's sunny as well. Tommy, big up to you. Says 4 months. So sad for my baby cousin. What happened to your baby cousin, Tommy? What happened? Decent chance there for Al-Hilal before the free kick as well. Jeremy Frimpong says Al-Hilal are actually playing better than Real Madrid right now. Leo, Wirtz is coming to England tomorrow. We can stream about that. I don't think we're going to get updates. I think the updates will be on Friday because on Thursday is when he's flying into England and he's going to probably pass his first part of his medical. But I don't think it's till Friday where we actually get content around it. You know? Yeah, I'm having pasta for dinner. Just pasta with some tomatoes. Just pasta with some tomatoes. Still hot. No, Tommy says so basically the baby had a stroke at birth and died. Wait, so he was just born? So Tommy, he had come out of the womb and everything? Garvit says, I ate rice with chicken. That's nowhere near it now. That sounds so good. Chicken with rice? That sounds so good. Jeremy Frimpong in the building. Let's go. Enjoying the game, Leo. I love your shorts. Keep it up. Thank you, Harry. Big up in the building. I hope you're doing well. It's actually so good. Yeah, that hits. I know that dish 100%. It's so good. So good. Leo, when do the Liverpool 25-26 kits come out? They'll have to come out on August 1st because of our new agreement. Because we're switching to Adidas and we don't switch to that new sponsor until August 1st. So it won't be till a month and a half till we actually know what the jerseys are and the whole release and everything else. So she had the stroke just before birth. Oh, Tommy, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sending my love and prayers to your family, Tommy. Nathaniel, nice to see you in the building. Imagine Trent. Yeah, it looks like Barcelona want to sign Nico Williams. Imagine how good Barca's attack would be if they got Nico Williams on top of what they already have. That would be crazy. That would be really crazy. Imagine. Hopefully we can sign Isaac, bro. If that happened, it would be over for everybody. Frimpong will be amazing. I can't watch him play. Yeah, bro, I feel like even the Jeremy Frimpong signing has gone a bit under the radar because of how massive the Wirtz one is. But Jeremy Frimpong signing is a top one as well. You know, like for his release clause of around 30 million, many clubs around Europe would have wanted him, and he just decided us. He decided us over others, you know, and that's a statement signing in and of itself, you know what I mean? The fact that he chose to come to Liverpool, and like I said, there are many clubs that definitely would have wanted him. Yeah, Tommy, I'm sorry, bro. Nero, thank you. Yo, Interfan isn't coming in today. The Interfan, to be fair, the Al-Hilal manager is Inzaghi, so he's loved by the Inter fans for what he did at Inter. NTYK says, who's your favorite football YouTuber or TikToker? My favorite football YouTuber, I don't really watch too much YouTube, to be honest, but I would say John Nellis, because most of the YouTubers I watch anyways, I've met them by now, and the one that I do love the most is John Nellis, just because I'm telling you, I've met him and his partner Alex, and they're just top guys. They're such nice guys, so down to earth, and they have all the right intentions, and I just think they also do something that's so unique that I find very inspiring, you know? So for me, they're my favorites. They're my favorites. And they allowed me to have a once-in-a-lifetime experience of meeting Kylian Mbappe being blindfolded that many hours, you know? Like, crazy. But who they are as human beings, that's the most important thing. And let me tell you, I've met them several times, and they're just top people. And for me, that matters more than the amount of subscribers you have or followers or whatever else, you know? Anderson says, Leo, my favorite player right now is Lucho, bro. He has to stay. I wouldn't be stressing right now. He has to stay. Has to stay. Bro, Al-Hilal actually have a decent amount of the ball right now. Towards the back post. Oh my god, Al-Hilal comes so close to scoring there. So close to making it 1-0 against Real Madrid. Bro, imagine. No, Ingles, I've never met Craig from Anfield Agenda. I'm not so sure that he goes to Anfield. Because I've been to Anfield on several occasions where I've met YouTubers and other content creators. But I've never met Craig in real life yet. So I think it depends if he ends up going to Anfield or not. But I don't think he has in recent times. Do you think we'll sign Isaac Nero? I'm going to believe. Why not freaking believe? It's very unlikely. But the reports are saying that he's apparently our dream and that we're going to try. Why not try? You know what I mean? You don't know until you've tried. Leo, do you know you stepped on Mbappe's foot? Sunday LFC, I knew after. In the moment, I didn't know, obviously. But after, when I saw the video, I was like, damn, did I really do that? You know? I like Fiago. Wirtz plays, I love Fiago too. Another one, I spent the whole day with him at Anfield. And we even played on the Anfield pitch together with Fiago. And I was actually up against him pretty much. Because we were playing on the same side and we were on opposition teams. But yeah, Fiago, another one, so passionate about football. And he's such a nice guy as well. We ended up having like a meal together. Oh, on my TV, I have the game. I just love your stream so much. I put it on the tablet. Thank you, Oliver Bot. Big up to you in the building. I appreciate you. Chicken rice, bro. I don't think it gets much better than that. Rice is one of them things. Like, I love pasta. That's what I'm having right now. But for me, I get less tired of rice. I could have rice more than pasta. 1,000,000%. You know? Thank you, Guy. I'm doing well. How are you? What is one thing that rival fans say that pisses you off? Honestly, there's not really anything that pisses me off, to be fair. Because I'm just so confident in the direction Liverpool's headed in that I don't really care what rival fans have to say. I really don't. And James, of course, Theo. James. Of course, James as well. Of course, James, JSM44. My brother, who's doing some awesome Club World Cup content right now, too, with his short form. And long form. but the short form that's different than anything he's done before, which I saw was blowing up on TikTok. Ciao, Garvit. See you soon. How's Trent playing? He hasn't been that involved in the game so far, to be honest. And Al-Hilal have been... Is it just me, guys? I feel like Al-Hilal have been playing better than Real Madrid. Is it just me? Leo loves rice. And he drinks a lot of water too. You know what? I'm going to drink for Liverpool to win the quadruple this season. Or next season. Al-Hilal are playing better. Trent and Hoyson aren't impressing yet. Good guy. You know, actually, I was about to have a crazy opportunity to end up meeting Jeremy Frimpong, but in the end, I couldn't do it. But it would have been soon. And I wish I had been able to, but hopefully it arises as a future opportunity. Iconic, of course it's a water. Look, it's freaking full. What else could this be apart from water? Leo loves Declan Rice and Danny Jerkwater. Yeah. Imagine. Why does Lamine Yamal not play for Spain U19s? Because he's 17. Because he's way too good to play for the Spain U19s. He's the star player for the Spain national team, senior national team. So why? You know what I mean? Why would he do that? Oh my god, bro, it's so hot here, though. It's actually so hot. LFC God, thank you very much for the super chat. Who says, yo, Leo, hope you're well. Florian Wirtz will be deadly, bro. I'm so hyped for next season. I can't even wait, LFC God. I cannot wait. Even the first game of preseason, for me, is going to be 1,000 times more exciting than a Club World Cup game. Oh, guys, it could be... Damn, Vinny just got a booking for a dive in preseason. Bro. Vinny Jr. just got a yellow card for diving in a preseason game. There's no way. He actually dove in a preseason game. That is not okay. Come on, bro. He got a yellow card for that. That's cool, though, how they're showing the referee view, though. I do think that's cool. Clear dive. Yeah, bro, he literally got a yellow for dive. Are you freaking kidding me? Come on. Maybe I can understand if you're doing that in a Champions League final, but come on, bro. This is the Club World Cup. This is the Club World Cup. You gotta have some integrity. You gotta have a little bit of integrity. Have you seen Australia? Which part of Australia you're talking about? Have you had Nigerian food? I have not. Bro, tell me what your favorite Nigerian dish is. Tell me. Oh, Trent has actually done well defensively there. It's going to be a goal kick for Real Madrid. LFC God says, I'm going to the Arsenal game at Anfield. By the way, in VIP, my dad's 50th year is supporting Liverpool, and I'm so excited. Up the Reds. Our fixtures at the start are tricky, but let's prove the doubters wrong. Love that. LFC God, that's going to be crazy. Mr. Bomb Guy, thank you very much. Who's been a community support member for 4 months, who says, Trent's stinker, please. Oh, God. Let's see. I mean, so far, we were all saying it. Al-Hilal have been playing better than Madrid. It's crazy to say, but they really have. They really have. Hamza, I don't know what to tell you about jawline this, jawline. I don't know, bro. All I know is, to be fair, I never have eaten sweet things. And I do think that helps with weight. Like, I've never really eaten sugar. I've never had soda, really. I think I've tried Coke, but I've never really had soda. I've never had really fast food except maybe 3 times in my life. And otherwise, I just eat stuff from the market, really. So I think that probably helps. But I don't know other than that. Jollof rice and swallow. Frimpong sticker. There is a Frimpong sticker. Sunday LFC, look for it. There's a Frimpong sticker. Hilal looks good. I've never seen them play. Me neither. I had never seen them play before. I had never seen them play. My favorite Nigerian food, ogbono soup, especially with pounded yam. Wow, I don't know what the... let me look up a picture, actually. That's the best way I could see. If I look up a picture. Let me have a look. Biryani. But bro, my favorite food though, you already know. You already know it's Indian. You already freaking know. Alright, let's have a look here. Ogbono soup. Ooh. It looks like it's with some mashed potatoes. It's like a kind of curry stew. That looks really, really good, bro. I want to try that. America is bad for your health. It's hard to stay away from junk food here. Yeah, Delior, it really is. Especially, I remember when I was living in New York, when you want to buy quality produce in the States, it's so expensive because there's so little of it. So it's so rare to come by. Whereas in Europe, and I'm telling you this is why, and I think in the UK there's a similar problem to the US, but in France, for example, there's Al-Hilal in the box. 1-0! 1-0 for Al-Hilal! Is that going to count? Oh no, he's offside, I think. I don't think it's going to count. No, he's offside. Why is Liverpool not in the Club World Cup, bro? I have no clue. But is it going to be offside? Yeah, it is offside. The goal won't stand. It was on Trent's side, though, to be fair. It was on Trent's side. But anyways, it's going to remain 0-0. But yeah, I was saying, like, genuinely, for me, one of the big reasons why I'm not so sure that I would ever want to move away from France, and it's the reason I love France so much, is no matter kind of which city you're in, farmers markets are a huge part of the culture here. And what I mean by farmers markets, it's quality, fresh produce from local farms that are around the area that you're living in. And for me, that is such a game changer because it means that you can be healthy, that you have a sense of community because there are people that you see, multiple times a week, and you also appreciate the food that you have because you only eat seasonal produce. So it's like when strawberries come about, there's only so many months where you have strawberries. So when you do have strawberries, you really appreciate them. Whereas sometimes in supermarkets, you just have stuff from all over the world. So in every month of the year, you can have strawberries, for example. But what I love about life is for things not to be constant, for them to be a few months of the year. So when they come about, you really appreciate them and you realize that you can't ever take them for granted. And I do think that's a big part of the culture in France. Something I couldn't get away from. I really couldn't because of how much it means to me, and my family and the way I grew up. Trent was well exposed. Ari, oh God. Oh God, bro. Nah, but to be fair, he's lucky that it ended up being offside in the end. It ended up being offside. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest issues in the US. I think people call them food deserts. Areas where you really don't have much quality and you're forced to kind of go with industrial food or food that really isn't good for you. Dalen, nice to see you in the building. What's good? Imagine Mamadashvili in the Community Shield final. I think Alisson will start. I think in the Community Shield final, because it'll be so close to the start of our season, we're going to go with our full strength 11. Tommy says, I really hate school and I wish, Leo, I could just stay home and focus on my gaming channel and my football. Did you like school? Tommy, there were many, many days where I didn't want to go to school, but if there's one piece of advice I can give you is I don't regret school, and I think school is really, really important. And what I mean by that is there's many subjects, for example, in school that I took that I thought were meaningless, that I was never going to use in life. But in reality, it's life lessons that you take from school. So, for example, social anxiety that you feel where you have to make friends, where it's difficult. Different things about school that are uncomfortable are actually such good life lessons. And I think you only realize later. But when I look back, even days where I really didn't want to go to school, I don't regret any of it because I think it is really important for our development, whether we like it in that moment or not. So I really, Tommy would say, stick it out because you realize later in life, I think, why it is so valuable and why education is so important. Even again, when it's subjects that you'll never use. For example, for me, when I was in physics or chemistry, I really struggled because I wasn't passionate about those subjects, and I knew I probably wouldn't use them in my everyday life after school. But again, now that I look back, I don't regret it because like struggling through things like that are important, just life lessons to build, you know? Leo, did you go to Poland? Yes, I did go to Poland because my grandfather was from, well, it was Germany before, but from a part of Poland. So I visited like 2 to 3 times Poland. Chumeni has to defend on Trent's side. But to be fair, look, right now, the way you see Real Madrid set up, you guys, they're playing a back four. Look how defensive Trent has to be right now. Look at the positions he's taking up on the pitch. If that's how he's going to have to set up at Real Madrid, I think he's going to struggle. I thought that Xabi Alonso would continue with the three at the back system with wing backs. I really thought that's what he would play. But at least from this initial game, look at where Trent is. He's right alongside Asensio. Asensio is playing right center back. Dean Huijsen left center back. And you see that Trent is having to occupy defensive positions. Salve says, Leo, are you mad at Trent? Not anymore. There were moments where I was emotional about it because I couldn't imagine him wanting to be in another place than Liverpool with the way things are going. But at the same time, now I'm really couldn't care less emotionally because we got Frimpong coming in, we got Verts, and it's a new era, and there's so many exciting things to look forward to that I'm not going to stay, I'm not going to hold on to something that's now just in the past, you know what I mean? And he'd rather play for this team, Madrid, so I'm really not mad or pissed anymore. My main dream is for him to come to Anfield and we show him what the best team in the world is next season. That's my biggest dream for next season. Delior says, I feel like this is more of a Trent watch, probably. No, but also a Real Madrid watch, to be fair, because I think a lot of us are curious, again, the way Xabi Alonso will set up in this new era for Real Madrid. And like I said before, I think there is a very good chance that Liverpool faces Real Madrid in the Champions League next season. I think there's a very good chance of that, so... Nathan Collins, I haven't watched Nathan Collins enough to tell you what I think. Do I care for Trent? No, I don't care. I really don't care. Again, in the moment, I'm not like you guys know. I'm the type to be real honest. In the moment, I really did care, and I really wanted him to stay, and I do think he's a really special player. But the moment he decided that he'd rather be in Madrid, winning trophies with Real Madrid, is the moment I stopped caring about him and just wanting the success of Liverpool. That's all I want. Susan says, go Al-Hilal. How did school work for you? Did you use grades or years? It was like grades, like 11th grade, 12th grade. I was in the system in the US, so it's like high school, middle school, that type of thing. What haircut should you get? How can I know what haircut you should get unless I have a picture of you? I can't know, bro. Damn, we could have watched Neymar, but now he's back in Brazil. Trent Hate Watch from Wales. Do you think Sesko will be a good signing for Arsenal? Honestly, I barely watch Sesko. I've only seen him live once when I went to the Leipzig-Liverpool game, and he didn't have a great game then, so I can't have an opinion on that. Only time will tell, I guess. But what's for sure is he's not guaranteed success. I think if Arsenal sign a player like Osimhen or Alexander Isak, then I think we could all have estimations as to what would happen. Al-Hilal come close there from the corner. But with a player like Benjamin Sesko, who's still very young, it's hard to know exactly what kind of impact he would have in the Premier League, We can't let Konate leave to Madrid. That LFC baller, I completely agree with you. We could not. Salve, I'm just having pasta with tomatoes and onions and garlic. Delio, Trent barely has been involved on the Real Madrid attacking side of things because they haven't, like, again, Al-Hilal have been the more attacking team, I would say. Let me see if I can pull up stats, actually. It looks like on the zone, it lets you. Let me check stats. Oh, they're clearly not working because the stats are saying is 0-0 for everything. Yeah, they're not working. Let me check on here. Yeah, Madrid are looking shaky, absolutely. That's what I mean. So stats-wise, Al-Hilal have had 8 shots and Real Madrid have had 2. Al-Hilal have had 59% of possession. Real Madrid 41. They've really been dominant. That's what I mean. So basically, Trent has barely had much time on the ball. But for me, the big shock so far is, I was saying it before, I didn't think Xabi Alonso would play a back 4 when they set up defensively. And if that's the case, then Trent is going to struggle at right back for Real Madrid, let's be honest. Ayo says the fact that Trent said Real Madrid was a rival is crazy. I agree. Like, he literally said that in an interview a few months before signing the contract for Madrid, which I think is wild. But again, I'm not, like, I would be fussed if we did nothing this summer and we didn't sign another right back. But the fact that we got our business done so early and we got a statement signing like Wirtz has me even more excited because I think we use it as motivation. Because like I said, if we truly want to go for the Champions League, then at one stage we'll probably face Real Madrid. So it's only just going to be bigger motivation for us. This could honestly just be an Inzaghi masterclass, bro. He's a top manager. Look at Luka Modric on the bench, by the way. It looks like after this Club World Cup, he's going to be headed to AC Milan. That's what the rumors are saying. Yeah, Prince David, I put Trent on the thumbnail because I know that's what a lot of us are curious about. They're having a water break now. Just how he sets up at Real Madrid. We're curious because now they're rivals for us. In Europe, they're our biggest rival. LFC19 says, Leo, would you prefer Slaughter Klopp's era of football? Too early to tell. Too early to tell. It's only been one season of Slot, and we had many, many years of Klopp. I can tell you in 10 years' time. Luka is your favorite player, bro. Luka Modric is one of the rare players in world football that I think no matter who you support, no matter your nationality, whatever, you can't help but love him and respect him. I think Luka Modric is one of those rare players. And I was at that game. I was at the game where we lost 5-2 to Real Madrid at Anfield. We got demolished after going 2-0 up. And yet, when Luka Modric came off the pitch, all the Liverpool fans were clapping him off, me included. And that tells you something. Like, I don't know how many players, opposition players, got standing ovations like that at Anfield. But Luka Modric surely is one of the rare few, and deservedly so. Joom says, Leo, Prime Torres or Prime Stevie, who would you choose for this current team? You could probably say we need Prime Torres more because we're in need of a striker, but I'm going to say Prime Stevie. I don't care. I don't care. Find a way. I just love Stevie G too much. I don't even care if it doesn't make logical sense. I'm saying Stevie. And we find a way. Play him wherever because he's going to be a difference maker no matter where he is on the pitch. It was actually surprising at the time that Liverpool went 2-0 up. It was not surprising. I was at the game. Crazy atmosphere. It felt like we were just putting Real Madrid on choke. Like they just couldn't handle the atmosphere. And then it was a moment of genius from Vinny to get them back in. But at that 2-0, I thought we were going to demolish them that night. I really did because of the atmosphere. It was just, it felt unbearable. And it was the best atmosphere I've ever heard at Anfield on a European night. When we were in that 2-0 stage, and Darwin was the goal scorer too to make it 2-0. So that felt extra special. Do you think Darwin will leave? Yes, chill guy. I do think he'll leave. What number will Wirtz take? Probably 27. That's the first number he had at Leverkusen, and it's available. Divock Origi's former number and Darwin's former number. Shout out to you, Harry Thomas, in the building. Did you like Patrick Berger when he played? Ooh, effort from distance from Rodrigo. I was so young, Dean Hayes, that it's hard to really remember. But from the I watched a lot of highlights too to make sure I caught up on everything. That was kind of close from Rodrigo. Yes, but I can't fully tell you I loved him or anything because again I was so young. You know. But I've met him in real life. I've met him. And we do have something in common. Because he loves fishing. He loves fishing in Iceland. So when I told him that I was from Iceland, we had lots to talk about. That was not just about football. Congrats to Lucho for getting married. Yes, indeed. Did you watch the City game? No, Sunday LFC. I watched like 5 minutes of it. 5 minutes of it. Oh, Real Madrid have some space here on the counter. It's put into the box. 1-0 for Madrid. And it's the young kid, Gonzalo. It's the young kid. Gonzalo Garcia makes it 1-0 for Real Madrid. On the counter attack. That is really unexpected because honestly, Real Madrid were not playing well. That is really, really unexpected. Have a look at this one, you guys. Bono is not happy. Caught against a run of play. On the counter-attack. 1-0. It's the young striker, the young Real Madrid striker that's getting his opportunity that's made it 1-0. Let's have a look here. It was played on the right-hand side towards Rodrigo, and it was a great cross from Rodrigo. He's definitely onside. And then he just had to tap it home. But it was a good finish because he put it over the keeper. But yeah, assist from Rodrigo. Perfect pass into the box. Oh, he's lucky. Bro, he's lucky with the finish, though, because it came off his right leg. It came off both feet. So it's basically like a deflected in effort. So I would give a lot of credit to Rodrigo for the pass. It is pretty lucky when you have a look at the actual replay. Close up. It is pretty lucky. Yeah, 1-0, bro. Leo, do you think Nico Williams is a good signing for Barca? It would be a top signing for Barca. Bro, I think Nico Williams, the reason why he maybe isn't getting crazy good numbers for Athletic Club is because of the way they play and maybe the players that he's surrounded by. You look at whenever he plays for Spain, for the national team, when he's surrounded by better players, he looks incredible. So imagine if he's surrounded by the players that are Barca right now that are so exciting to watch and their attack is so fluid. I think if he went to Barca, bro, he would that Barca attack would be so scary. And you think about how young they are and everything. I think that would be he would just that would be the best place for him to develop because he already knows the likes of Lamine Yamal, who he seems to link up with so well at the national team level too. You know, it would be scary to face them in the Champions League. That's for sure. Thames, thank you very much for the super chat. Who says Trent started the counter without defending? A la Madrid. We got a la Madrid supporters in the building. I didn't expect that. But, Thames, do you think Trent was doing well before that? Do you think Trent was doing well before that? Ooh, you fly fish for trout. Dean, I've only really fished once. It's just in Iceland, it's a big thing because there's a lot of fish in Iceland. So a lot of people come to visit Iceland to fish. But I've only gone fishing a few times and I don't even know what exactly it was. I was little. So it's not something we do so often. Even though I love eating fish. I do love eating fish, especially in Iceland. Now Real Madrid have had 3 shots on target, Al-Hilal 1 shot on target. So even though they've had less attempts on goal, Real Madrid have been a lot more dangerous with the attempts they have had on goal, to be fair. NS8 says, Leo, opinion on Mikel Arteta? I'm not a huge fan of his, honestly. The way he communicates. But I do think he has turned Arsenal around in terms of the culture around Arsenal. I know he hasn't won a major trophy, and what I mean by that is a Premier League or a Champions League, but he's coming closer and closer. Whether he's ever going to get there, we'll see. But people that hate on him that much, I think, is overdone because of where you look at where Arsenal was before him. You know? Even though I understand he's also had a lot of investment, but still. Favorite player from a rival club, it was KDB before. Otherwise, I would say Heung-min Son from Spurs. So it was either De Bruyne from City or Heung-min Son from Spurs. 2 favorite. Oh, damn, I gotta charge my computer. Six minutes of the first time left, by the way, you guys. 6 minutes left. It's a penalty for Al-Hilal? Bro, what did I just miss when I was putting in my charger? In the box, I think it was Asensio. He dragged him down. It's a penalty for Al-Hilal, bro. I think he went down a little too easy. I gotta be honest. Guys, oh, we love Kevin De Bruyne, absolutely. Bro, I'm sorry if that was up against me. I think the Al-Hilal player went down a little bit easy, but we'll take it. We'll take it because Al-Hilal have played well in this first half. So if they have a chance to equalize here, it's not such a bad thing. Asensio was the one that gave up the penalty, by the way. Is Al-Hilal playing Inzaghi ball? Yeah, blue. Al-Hilal have a chance to equalize right now, and they've played really well so far. Here we go. Who's going to take the pen? Let's see. Let's see. It's going to be Ruben Neves, you guys. The number 8 for Al-Hilal. He was such a good player for Wolves, by the way. He could have played for one of the top clubs in Europe, but then he ended up going to Saudi. Number 8, Ruben Neves from the penalty spot, 1-1. Right hand side, he goes like this with his celebration. Ruben Neves, 1-1, baby. 1-1, and that's deserved. Vamos! Come on, guys. I want W's in the building right now. For this 1-1. I want W's in the building right now. Deserved for that first half performance. Come back, Kings. Oh, God. I thought the penalty was a little bit harsh, though, to be honest. Man, I miss Inzaghi so much. Blue. They've played well so far. I'd never watched Al-Hilal play a single game of football before this. And look, he's celebrating there. To be 1-1 against Real Madrid right now is not a bad thing. Not a bad score for them. Wait, who's Inter going to get, by the way, to replace Inzaghi? Do you know? Ruben Neves. They've been the better team, I agree. If you could have one Manchester United player, who would you get? Footy guy, I would take Lenny Yoro, because we need a young center back, and I wanted him when he was playing at Lille already. He has so much potential, and I actually think he did pretty well given how bad this United team was last season. So for me, if there's one I could take, it would be Lenny Yoro. I wish he had come to us instead. But we were going to pay that heavy fee. We were going to pay that kind of fee. Chivu? Oh, yeah, right. I did see that. You're right. Why is Mitrovic on the cover? He's not even in the team sheet. Yeah, Sunday LSC. I thought he would be in the team sheet because I looked at the last few games. He was playing really well. So I don't understand why he's not in the team sheet. Is he injured? Do you guys know? Ruben Neves left Wolves too early. He's only 26 years old, bro. He left way too early. I don't understand it. He really could have played for a top team when he was playing at Wolves. I remember how good he was. Big up, Side Ranch. Thank you very much. Who scored for Madrid? Their young striker. Garcia. Gonzalo Garcia. Did he ever play in La Liga last season? Yeah, he played 3 games in La Liga last season. He's 21. He scored and Rodrigo got the assist. Oh, I caught myself when I was making dinner. I caught myself while I was making dinner. Cutting up some tomatoes. FM22 says, I'm from Romania. Trust Cristi Chivu. He will bring the glory days. I'm curious to see how he's going to do at Inter. Real curious. You're going to the Community Shield, Tommy. Congrats. That's going to be incredible. You're going to get to go to Wembley as well. I've never been to Wembley. That's going to be crazy, Tommy. You're going to have the best time. You're going to see Verts play. It's going to be crazy. Love from Iceland. Ultra Speed, where are you from in Iceland? Your idol is Michu. Oh, that's a throwback. Michu from his Swansea days, right? Remember how good he was at Swansea? He's one that the streets will never forget. When he had that season. Ooh, what a great ball across there. Big up Hidden. Thank you very much for the super chat. Who says, how's your day been? It was good. Until I cut my finger. No, it was good though. It's nothing serious. It was real nice. I ended up working inside most of the day, but then I ended up going on a walk in the park, which was so nice. But yeah, it was decent. How was your day? Footy Guy says, if you could support a club other than Liverpool, who would it be? I wouldn't be watching football. I think if I didn't fall upon Liverpool, I wouldn't have really followed. But I guess the answer is Lille, because I'm living in Lille. Or I'm going to move back there soon. 5 minutes of additional time, by the way, in the first half. 5 minutes. I agree, Jeremy Frimpong. Al-Hilal, I think, have surprised a lot of us. They've played well. They really have. Footy Fun, love from Canada. Also, do you think Jonathan David would fit Liverpool? I think he could potentially fit Liverpool, but I think he would want to go to a team where he can start week in, week out, which I don't think Liverpool can offer him. You know what I mean? I don't think. Do you think 100 million is worth it for Ugo Kitike? I'd rather spend 150 on Alexander Isak. I'd rather spend an extra 50 million and find a way to sell players to get an extra 50 million. Yeah, I don't think Trent has played so well defensively so far. Let's see FR, because a lot of our players will be leaving this summer, so we'll raise a decent amount of funds. We will get to raise a decent amount of funds. Yeah, bro, we will play football bingo at halftime. I had it ready, actually. There's about a minute left to play. Love from the Lake District. What's good? What do you think is going to be the score in the Community Shield final? Let's see, bro. We're quite far away. We're all Al-Hilal right now, says Blitzberries. Why is Luka Modric on the bench? Bro, he's got to come on. I agree. I want to see him on the pitch. I want to, especially given this last few. This is probably this is the last time. This is the last time that he'll play for Madrid. Because it was announced that he would leave the club. Lucci, I think the links on Isak, I think we're going to put more and more pressure to say to Isak, listen, you're a dream. We want to do everything we can to get you, but you got to tell Newcastle that you want to leave. That's the only way it happens. If he tells Newcastle that he wants to leave, which again, probably unlikely because Newcastle's in a really good moment right now. But you never know. We're trying. That's what it seems like. It seems like we're trying. And you can't fault us for trying. You really can't. There we are, you guys. Halftime whistle is blown. 1-1. 1-1. And honestly, that's fair. That's fair, having seen this first half. Jamie, yes, I'm sending the bingo link for those of you that want to play right now. I'm sending the bingo link. But, yeah, I think that's a fair scoreline. Garcia with the opener from the run of play. Al-Hilal were playing better then, but then Ruben Neves was able to equalize from the penalty spot. 150 million. Yeah, it would take a record fee. Beyond what we paid for Verts. It would take a record fee. No, Sunday, I don't think I'm going to play this one. Because I'm going to get my spray upstairs. Let's have a look at his rating for the first half. Let's have a look at the ratings. 1-1. So far, they're saying man of the match is Garcia. Hugh Theo says, I would loan John Duran and try next year for Isak. That's not such a bad shout. But the problem is John Duran is on crazy wages. Really, really crazy wages. That's the only problem. But let's see. All right, you guys, I'm going to get the bingo game started. I see there's 35 of you guys waiting. Good luck, guys. 10-second countdown now. I'm just going to wash my hands. I'll be back. I can't wait to see Verts. Me too. I cannot wait. Bro, it is so hot here. Jesus. It is so hot here. It feels like where I am right now. It feels like where I am right now that it's like a sauna. It really feels like it's a sauna right now. Too much. Yes, The Dark Knight. I was in the John Ellis video. The Dark Knight, because we had met at a game at Anfield. John Ellis, years back. 2 years back or something. Oh, he's the Dark Knight. That I was just saying. He's nicer than he even is in videos. You don't understand. Him and his partner that work on all the videos, Alex, they're just the nicest people. They're the nicest people. And I was just saying that that's the most beautiful thing to see. The fact that sometimes people who create content aren't the nicest people. And let me tell you something. John Ellis and his partner, most down to earth with the best intentions. And it's so beautiful to meet people like that in you know, in a space where sometimes it's all about ego. You know what I mean? I just woke up. What's going on? Interflora, it's 1-1 right now. 1-1 in this game. Costas. Bro, I can't even finish my pasta right now. I'm so full. I'm so full. Wait, S7 edit. So what's your favorite club? Is it Real Madrid? Is it Real Madrid? Sleeping Dragon? No, he doesn't really support a football club. He just loves football in general. So he doesn't have a favorite football club. But I try to convince him. He's been to Anfield a few times. And I told him, is it not the best atmosphere? But he's just too focused on everything that he can't. Yeah, it's not one club for him. Another bingo? Did anybody get a bingo? Let me have a look. Let me have a look here. Let's have a look. Nobody got a bingo, but Casano 5 only got one wrong. Only got one wrong. All right. I'm sending the link. For those of you that want to play second bingo before the second half, I'm sending the link there. 2 off, that's not bad. Leo, is Trent doing good so far? Not good defensively. No, not great. He's looked shaky. He's having to play right back. Is it true that Anfield atmosphere is not the same as it was before? I think it really depends on the game. On a European night, it's still unbelievable. And for example, for the game against Spurs when we won the league title, it was so crazy. So I do believe it really just depends. It depends on the occasion. But when Anfield is on still today, it's one of the best in the world. There's no doubt about that. Like I said, that game against Spurs, when we won it this season, I heard it was absolutely crazy. And I've been on European nights, and let me tell you something, it's so special in European nights. So I agree, for example, like early kickoff times at Anfield on weekends in the Premier League, there it can be a bit disappointing. So it depends on the game that you go to, you know? But how is Al-Hilal playing better? Let's see. We still got the second half to go. At least not in the Premier League, Sleeping Dragon. I forgot if he has a team in Ireland or something, but I know in Premier League he doesn't. Bro, big fan from France. Big up Nagawani. Where are you from in France? Did you see United's first 5 games of the season? Nah, but I heard they're really tough. When do you think Wirtz will land in Liverpool? Tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow. But yeah, he might pass the first part of his medical on Thursday, so tomorrow, and then the second on Friday. And maybe we get something, some kind of sneak peek. And then Saturday, Sunday, maybe they release more media. Let's see. Let's see. Ultimate Football says, hi Leo, how are you? How do you think it's been playing the best in this game so far? I think we were saying Al-Hilal has been the better team this first half. It really feels that way. You know, in terms of chances, in terms of just how they looked in possession and everything else. It's felt like Al-Hilal was the better team. But again, there's the whole second half to come. And obviously, Xabi, I mean, it's a new team. But so it's also a new team for Al-Hilal, to be fair, because Inzaghi just got hired. But yeah, that's what we all felt in the building. Bonjour, Liverpool X Edits. Nice to see you. By the way, I'm Tibetan, living in France, Paris. Love it. I love Tibetan food. Oh, let me get the bingo started for those of you that are ready to play. I see there's 36 of you guys. Good luck. The countdown has already started for that next bingo round. It's already started. Tough start to the season for us. Honestly, it looks like it's a tougher start for Man United. Look at the start for Man United. Hold on. So United play Arsenal at home, Fulham away, Burnley, then City, then Chelsea. That's pretty tough. City of Rodri back. Yeah, that's going to be a huge difference to the City team this season compared to the last. My goodness. Arnav, no, I don't have any plans right now to come to India soon. As you know, it's a big trip, but I would love to one day. I would love, love, love to one day. That first game of the season, though, United Arsenal, I'm going to be so curious to watch that one. If you guys want to do a watch along, we could do a watch along for that game because I'm going to be, again, I'm going to want to know how that's going, how both teams look. The first 5 games of Man United are, brother, him cock. Oh my goodness. Would you guys want to do a watch along for the United Arsenal game? Because I feel like that one will be entertaining. I feel like it will be entertaining. Again, because we also don't know how they're going to look. We don't really know. Oh, I gotta stretch my back, bro. Sleeping Dragon, thank you very much. YouTube shorts are quality, brother. They're appreciated. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, congratulations to Lucho and his wife and all of his wife's family. What a beautiful moment that is. Beautiful. And hopefully he stays now. Can't wait for the Verts announcement. Me too. Super Superstar should be this week. Tomorrow he arrives in the UK. Successful hate watch so far, says Miraculous. It's classified, says Leo. Let's say we get Isaac, and then when we get Verts and Jeremy and Kirkez, we'll spend a lot of money to make up for that. We'll most likely sell multiple players. Which players do you think will get sold? Bro, the top comment that I saw from that video, someone was saying it can be possible if we sell Darwin, Chiesa, Costas or Robbo, and Ben Doak. I think there are even more outgoings that could potentially be happening. But I think you see our 6 attackers. I think we could move on 2 of those 6 attackers, and that would bring us major funds. Whether that be Darwin or Chiesa, it could be Darwin and Jota. We'll see. But I think there are players in our team that we can move on if we're really that desperate to get Alexander Isak. You know? Did you hear there's rumors of Nico Williams joining Barca? I heard about that. I think he would kill it over there. He would absolutely smash it. That would be a scary move for Barcelona because they already looked so good on the attacking side of things last season. Imagine if they got even better. Yo, you tutors, nice to see you in the building. Yeah, we're about to watch the second half together. Do you agree with us, you tutors, that Al-Hilal played better than Madrid in that first half? C7 says, Leo, if we saw Robbo and Costas, do you think we'll go for Hato? I think there's a good chance, yes. I think there's a good chance for sure. Because I think we would go for someone who can play left back. Because we would need cover for Kirkez. We really would. Imagine El Clasico, Nico against Trent. Bro, I'm so excited for the El Clasicos next season. YouTuber says, I actually think Xabi Alonso might be... Let's see, bro. It's only been 1 game. Come on. We can't be talking about overrated, underrated, this and that when it's only been 1 game. Too early. We got to give it 1 season. Just like now we trust Slot after 1 season. We back him, and clearly the owners back him because they're giving him major funds. Bro, we're not getting Nico Williams because we don't need a natural left winger. That's the position we don't need. We need a striker right now. Where we have Lucho and Gakpo that play on the left. Arda Güler is coming on for Madrid, by the way. Arda Güler. He's some talent. And he plays for Liverpool. Alright guys, the second half is about to kick off. Second half is about to kick off. Here we go. Madrid's gonna get has the ball first. I just hope we see a better second half than we did at first. Look how empty, bro. How are the stadiums so empty for this Club World Cup? I guess it's because they're in the US. I don't know, but look. I mean, some of the players are making their way back now into their seats, I guess, but oh, let me get the ball moving back in for you guys. Hold on. There we go. Ball movement's back. Yo, Gavi, I've been doing well. How are you? Tickets are too expensive and it's far away. You think that's why? Oh my god, what a save! Oh my god, what a save from Bono. What a save. How have Madrid not scored there? A minute into the second half. A minute into the second half. Look at this. Oh, they hit the crossbar first, Madrid. And then they had another opportunity. Look at this. Koulibaly with not a great clearance out. Vinny put it back in. Oh, what a save. My goodness. What a save from Bono. Big up, Rohan. Thank you for the support. Are there any updates on Robbo? No, the latest update is that he hasn't made his mind yet on what he wants to do. He just hasn't made his mind up. Your Naeem? Your boy? I don't know if he's my boy. I don't know about that. Who came off for Guler? Let me see. Raul Asensio. Asensio came off. So that probably means Tchouameni's going to play in the defense, right? Does it mean Tchouameni plays in the back? Let's see. Madrid's looking a lot better, though, so far in the second half. It's going to... Yeah, Vinny's going to keep this in. Damn, what is that shot from Vinny? That shot from Vinny was so far, it almost went out for throw-in. It almost went out for a throw-in. Any updates on Isaac? Nah, the video I made was the latest update on Isaac so far. Leo, what would be the dream sponsor for Liverpool? Honestly, I think of all the ones I've seen in football, I quite like Spotify just because I do like Spotify. The one that Barca have, I feel like that's a pretty good one. And they get involved with artists and stuff. I don't know. I feel like of all the sponsors, that's a pretty good one. All things considered. Hi to Kai in the building. Sunday LFC, I want to more this season, but you gotta understand with the amount of short form videos I'm putting out per day and the amount of live streams and the fact that right now I'm a one-man team, it's basically impossible to do long form right now. Like it's just really, really difficult. And I want to find a way to be able to change the way I do things to be able to do long form. But I'm already doing so much today between that and Liverpool goals that I don't have time. I just don't have time or energy, you know? So if I can find a way where it's possible, that would be amazing, you know? But today I just haven't found that. Nero, I think probably the latter rounds. I think probably the latter rounds of the Club World Cup. Because some of the other opening games, I'm not too. I don't know about you guys, if there's games that you're especially interested in, but for me, there's none that I'm really that especially interested in. Footy guy, it's going to be a big miss. Salah missing certain games like the Arsenal game for AFCON. But at the same time, in the past, we've shown how we do have other players that can step up in his place when he is away. So we got to trust the process. Much love from Albania. Thank you, Ardit. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think the top left thing is the number of subs. Yeah. Number of subs. Like, I agree. It's classified. That's what I was saying. I completely agree. Yeah, Lishi. I mean, it makes sense. Lucci, it makes sense that Cherki is gonna need some time to adapt to City. Of course he will. But there's no doubt that he's a gifted and talented footballer. There's no doubt about that. You know. Oh, chance for Al-Hilal there. Chance. Dean Huyson with a dangerous move there. Dean Huyson almost gave the ball away to just lead to this goal scoring opportunity. That was close. I know Salah misses the Arsenal game, unfortunately. But he was bound to miss a big one. With the amount of games he was going to miss, you know, it could be 6 in total. But yeah, are you guys going to be watching any more of the group stage games of this? Because I'm not so sure that I will. Of the Club World Cup. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm watching on the zone as well. LC Goats, nice to see you in the building. I'm doing well. How are you? I'm so late to this match. Reenactment's glory. It's still 1-1. You haven't missed too much so far. It looked like Madrid was going to make it 2-1 early on in the second half, but they didn't. What a great save. Yeah, reenactment, not just that. It's not just the fact that it's level. I think they've actually performed well. Oh, what is that, bro? I don't know why though. Do you guys agree, or is it just me? It does have the energy of like a preseason friendly. I know it's only like the group stage or whatever you want to call it, but for me it has the actual game has an energy of a preseason game. Do you guys agree, or am I just blinded by what I think of the? Imagine Al-Hilal tops the group. I mean, who knows? Yeah, I mean, you tutors, everybody will be trying to win the tournament because of the prize money. It'll go down to money. Absolutely. You guys agree? Shout out to Ollie Bobs in the building. Adagular is going to take this free kick. Dangerous position. The winner I forget what it. The winner gets a crazy sum of money. Ooh, Al-Hilal on the counter attack here. There could be some space here. There could be some space. Oh, that was close on the counter. That was close. Florian Friday indeed. Shout out to you from Malta. Rohan, I think the next live stream is going to be a spontaneous one. Like the ones that you've seen in all the last few days. It's probably going to be Florian Wirtz's announcement. Probably. Fan from India, big up Karank in the building. It's classified. I mean, anytime you make new signings, there's risk attached to that. But with the way that we do our research and how our recruitment has been, in years Prior, I'm not stressed, and I back our signings to be successful. You know what I mean? Because we already have that winning culture within our team, so they're stepping into the best possible place. Namibia in the building. We got Dark Realm from Indonesia. Roberto Carlos. Shout out to Paddy from Ireland. I can't wait for this Friday to see his first interview. Same. I'm so excited too. I'm so excited. Header, but it's straight towards Bono. Oh, Vinny in the box. Oh, that was actually a great challenge. It's not even going to be a corner or anything. Bro, great challenge there. Who was it that made that challenge? I don't know, but fantastic. White House, I haven't seen him play. But if we spend that much on a fee on such a young player, clearly he must be very talented. Bro, it is 500 degrees here. I swear to you. It is so hot. Chess Professional says, being from Asia, it's tough to watch the Club World Cup since they start at 4 a.m. Nah, you tutors, I'm going to wait for reliable reports on the Konate and Liverpool ones. Because I think we'll be desperate to keep hold of him. I think we'll do everything we can. I think Vasquez is leaving too, right? Isn't Vasquez leaving? Brahim. He just signed a new contract. Brahim. Oh, Trent's coming off. Trent is coming off. What do you guys make of Trent's debut? Debut for Real Madrid. He's just coming off now. Lucas Vasquez is going to come in his place. To be fair, he's barely got involved on the attacking side of things, Trent. Barely got involved. And we know that's what he's best at. So that's where, for him, it will definitely be a concern. If he's playing a right back where he has to defend first and foremost for Madrid, I think he will struggle. I'm just surprised. Trent did absolutely nada. That's what you guys are saying. Hamza, it's not that. I'm not that tired. It's more the heat here. It's so hot that I'm like, oh, sweaty. If we get Isaac, we're definitely winning the league, bro. Imagine. Imagine. That would be unbelievable. I think there's a small, little, very small, slim chance of it, but why not believe? If not, I think we go for Ugo Ekitike. So either option, I think, would be fantastic for us. Either option. How was Trent's performance today? Barely did anything offensively, and defensively he wasn't great, so not a great debut for him. But to be fair, none of the Real Madrid players have really impressed me. None. I really don't think they've done well, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. Anel, j'espère que tu vas bien. Merci. It's super hot here in the UK too, bro. Order air pure chill. Yeah, no, here almost no one in France has air conditioners, and it's only going to get hotter and hotter. And I'm right under the rooftop, so it heats up even more. It really is like a sauna. It really is like a sauna. Who's your favorite non-Liverpool and non-French player? Trust me, Leo, be grateful you don't live in the Middle East. True, I've heard. It's crazy. Or in certain countries in Africa right now. I mean, a lot of the world is crazy hot. What do you do to sunbathe? I don't really sunbathe, bro. I don't really sunbathe. Once bro plays against the likes of Nico Williams and Rafinha, bro, imagine if they have Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, and Nico Williams, that attack from Barcelona is going to be too scary for whoever's up against them. No, in France, people don't really have air conditioners. It's not a thing here. It really isn't. What about swimming? Oh, of course. Swimming pool and lake in Iceland. That's my favorite thing to do in the summer. And I'm going to go in like a month. In 1 month, I'm going to go to Iceland. And there, the swimming pools are outside. They're public pools. And they're incredible. Absolutely incredible. I go almost every day. Almost every single day. Bro, this really feels like a preseason friendly. I'm telling you. This is the first Club World Cup game I've watched so far, and I don't regret missing the previous that I've seen. That I've heard were on. I gotta be real. I really don't miss it. I really don't have any regrets. What's the latest on Harvey? It still looks like he's probably going to leave. You know what? Tonight, I think tonight I might watch the highlights. NBA highlights. I'm curious. I live in Saudi and it's extremely hot, bro. I'm sorry. I heard it's crazy hot there. Crazy, crazy. Oh, Al-Hilal with a chance in the box, but it's out. You can tell Leo's bored. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I can't hide it. I can't hide it. That's how I feel about the Club World Cup. If I'm being perfectly honest, I'm gonna try to bring some energy, but oh, Madrid with a chance, but it's straight towards Bono. It was Valverde that took the shot. I'm sorry, I just gotta keep it real. You guys know for Liverpool games I bring that energy, but when it's games that feel like preseason and it's not even Liverpool, that's tough. That's really tough. Go 12. I can't wait for the Premier League season to be back. I feel exactly the same. Even just Liverpool preseason games, I'm going to be so hyped about. To see the likes of Stefan Bajetic, to see Wirtz, who's going to be playing, Frimpong's going to be playing because we got those deals signed, done early. Probably Kirkez as well. It's going to be great. Bournemouth opening day, fantastic fixture for us. It's really good. You were falling asleep earlier too with the City game? I only watched like 2 minutes of that one. Just watching boredom. If Robbo ends up staying, who do you think will start? Kirkez. Bro, we're not spending 40 million pounds on a player not to start, especially in a fullback position. No chance. No chance. Be completely honest, who deserves the Ballon d'Or? Novar, probably Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal. Probably. If I say a player that I've watched, I think Salah deserves a shout as well, but it's close between Dembele, Salah, Lamine Yamal, and Rafinha. I think it's close, so it's really hard to say. Really hard to say. Al-Hilal have done well, to be fair. But honestly, the second half has been as look how tired the players are and everything else. It's just like there's no intensity to the game whatsoever. And understandably so, bro. They don't get any breaks. And hopefully it's a lesson learned. You know what I mean? Hopefully this is a lesson learned. Bro, Mendes has been very good. Next year, Champions League semifinals will be Liverpool, PSG, Barca, and who's the fourth team, bro? Liverpool, PSG, Barca. My goodness. My goodness. I'm excited to see how Napoli do in the Champions League next season because they're bringing in Kevin De Bruyne. Conte is still there. I'm real curious to see how Napoli will do. And it seems like they might sign Darwin as well. They're trying to push for Darwin. Or maybe Osimhen ends up staying, although it doesn't look likely. But yeah, I'm curious how Napoli will do in the Champions League. And then who will be that fourth team? It's hard to say, bro. Maybe Bayern? I don't know. Alinos, nice to see you in the building, who says Dembele will win the Ballon d'Or. For me, he's not a great player, but he won a lot this year and he did well. Yep. I could see it. I could see it 100%. I think Anislav is a great coach. Me too. He proved it in his first season. And I think we're going to look a very different team next season. I know. That's one of the great advantages for us of not being at the Club World Cup is the rest that some of the players will be getting. I think that is going to have impact ahead of the new season in such a positive way where we get more rests. Oh, I definitely crave U-tutors. The problem is right now I'm in a big city, so we don't really have that. But I know in less than a month's time, I'm going to be in a place where I can go to a pool every single day. So I have that in mind, knowing that soon I'll be able to go to the pool. You know what I mean? What's a realistic fee for Darwin? Probably 60 million euros, which is around 50 million pounds. You know? Deliora says, when do players start training again? Actually, what's the exact day? Let's see. Our first preseason game is on July 13th against Preston. So it's like in a month's time. So we still have quite a lot of time. But when do we return? I'm not sure when actually the first day of training is. I'm not so sure actually. Been a workhorse Trent doing Stevie. He's come off now, but he didn't do great. It was not a great debut for him. He defensively didn't look so good, and then offensively he barely was ever involved in the game. And because Real Madrid was playing a back four, he had to stick to a lot more of his defensive duties, so he barely got any opportunities going forward. So yeah, no, it was not great for him. 10 minutes left, guys. 10 minutes left. Training begins 8th of July. See, so they still have so much time. And it seems like Jeremy Frimpong's going to Japan, by the way, for his holiday. This match makes me realize how Szoboszlai is similar to the Real Madrid midfielders. You tutors, I love Szoboszlai though. I really do love him. Blue, I still think you can say you had a good season though. To get to a Champions League final is not an easy task. And, you know, and you lost out on the league so close. It was so close in the end for you. Oh, Luka Modric. Luka Modric is coming on. And the fans are going crazy. Luka Modric, guys, is coming on for Madrid. And everybody's going crazy, rightfully so, because he's a legend. Leo about to start peeling carrots. Nah, bro. When it's not Liverpool involved, I'm not peeling carrots. No chance. No chance. No emotions are involved in the same way. Is it really standard in France to have a pool when you go outside in the city? No, it's not. I was talking about Iceland. I wasn't talking about France. In France, it's not like that at all. But like I was saying, in Iceland, every neighborhood has like its own pool, public pool that you can go to that's outdoors, usually. Is Modric going to AC Milan? It seems that way, bro. It's going to be 30 degrees in Liverpool tomorrow, says Liverpool X Edits. Are you going to be out all day then? Or at least try? It's going to be another corner. Is the vert still confirmed? Yes. He's flying to Liverpool tomorrow for his medical. You wish your name was Frimpong? I do like the name Frimpong too. It has such a good... Yeah, I like it too. But obviously his first name is Jeremy, so his family name would be... His family name is Frimpong. But yeah, no, I like it too. I like it a lot, especially his energy. We got 6 minutes left of regular time. 6 minutes left of regular time. Damn, listen to the noise whenever Luka Modric gets on the ball. Oh, that was nice from Huijsen. Ooh, almost. Yo, Brandon Mighty Red says, let's all enjoy the Cherki Verts comparisons dying suddenly for a day. Yeah, bro. Yes, bro. I'm excited though for the Premier League. Like, genuinely, jokes aside, I'm just excited for the Premier League next season because Ryan Cherki is also a joy to watch in terms of like a natural footballer. You know what I mean? And I don't think that's such a bad thing. And we're gonna get to watch Verts week in, week out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait. I really cannot wait. What do you guys think? Are we going to see a winner in this one? Or is it going to go down as a real disappointing game? Is it going to go down as a real disappointing game or will we find a winner? Will someone find a winner? Because it's the 86th minute right now. Possible penalty. The referee is checking for a possible penalty. What are you guys saying here? What are you guys saying here? Oh, Sasha's trying to come in. Hold on. Sasha. Oh, damn, he's going straight. They're checking a penalty, possible penalty for Real Madrid in the final minutes of this game. Final minutes of this game. Real Madrid could get a winner if they get a penalty. 90th minute. Are they going to be given a penalty? Is it going to be a pen? Is it going to be a pen? Pen given for Madrid, of course. Pen given. Damn, everybody in the stadium can hear him. Imagine the Al-Hilal players fought the entire game and now all of that fight is about to be worth nothing if Madrid score the winner here. Jeez. Imagine how they'd be feeling. Imagine. Real Madrid really scraped through this game. Let's see though, they still got to score the winner. But so far they've really scraped through this game. Vinny's probably going to take it, right? My guess is Vinny's going to... Oh no, it's probably going to be Luka Modric actually, right? Because of his experience. What are we thinking? Bro, that was so... Oh my god. Who's going to take it? Maybe it's going to be... Who's holding it right now? Valverde. It could be Valverde. This would be the penalty to win it. Ruben Neves is given a yellow. He's fuming. Fuming. Yeah, Valverde is going to take it. Valverde against Bono. Is he going to win it? Is he going to win it? Number 8. He steps up. Oh, what a save from Bono! Oh, what a save! What a save. It's going to be a corner, I think, for Real Madrid, but Valverde has missed it. No goal, guys. Bono saves it. Fantastic save there from Bono. Bravo, bravo. This is beautiful, beautiful. Valverde went bottom left, and Bono just nearly even caught it. But then there was a rebound, and defender did well to get to it first. Oh, the Madrid. Bono locked in. Seven minutes of additional time. Oh god, they gotta put us out of our misery. 7 minutes of additional time, you guys. About 4 minutes and 30 seconds left of this additional time. That was such a good save. He is a... Oh, Madrid could still have a chance here. Madrid on the counter. No, now they've come back. Well done. Koulibaly did well there with the header. It's all Madrid on the ball right now. Oh, that's a handball. Wait, let's see who else is in their group. Who else is in this group? With Madrid. Oh, Salzburg and Pachuca. A team from Mexico. A team from Mexico. Jesus, they have such a big squad, this Pachuca team. And then there's Salzburg. Yeah, Al-Hilal do have a good team, bro. With the Saudi money, they were able to bring in a lot of players with the money they have. With the oil. Oof, another ball that goes straight towards Bono. 2 minutes left now, you guys. 2 minutes left. Corner for Madrid. No, the team we're watching right now is called Al-Hilal. Al-Hilal is a Saudi team. It's a Saudi team that's up against Real Madrid right now that we're watching. We got less than a minute to go. We got less than a minute to go. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Oh my. Oh my. Now I know what it's like watching a preseason game that's not the team that you support, because I love watching preseason games for Liverpool because I'm curious to see how players do. But when it's teams that you don't support, it's a whole other ball game in terms of wanting to sleep and tiring out. It is not the same. Not the same whatsoever. This is probably going to be the last piece of play here. And Al-Hilal have it in the box, actually. It's going to be a corner. Corner. Bro, blow the freaking whistle. Bro, the whistle, bro. Come on. What are they doing to us right now? What are they doing? This is just... Woo! It's the 99th minute right now. Bro, blow the whistle. What is going on? We're gonna enter the 100th minute, I swear. Come on, referee. I don't know what he's doing right now. I do not know what he's doing right now. That's it, you guys. GG's. Full-time whistle is blown. Al-Hilal won. Real Madrid won. And honestly, I think that's definitely a fair result. It's definitely a fair result. But this was the first game I watched of the Club World Cup, and it is kind of what I expected it to be. I expected it to feel like because the season just ended. So for us to be playing games right away again without giving players a break, I think is kind of crazy. And you could see it in the way the game went. You could see it in how it felt. But yeah, you guys, GG's. That is it for this stream. That is it for this stream tonight, but I'm so excited because I just know the next time we're going to be on stream, you guys, together, it's going to be probably for the Verts announcement, and there's going to be lots for us to talk about. So big up to all of you in the building, and I'm sorry if I was bored at times, but I can't hide the honest truth. That's how I felt watching that game. That's how I felt watching that game, and when I watch games like that, it doesn't make you miss football too much, but you best believe the Premier League is not going to be like that. When Liverpool returns, it's not going to be like that. So, guys, sending my very best. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your night or day, and I will see you very soon for a very special week for Florian Wirtz's week, who's going to be flying to the UK tomorrow. But yeah, guys, all the very best. You'll never walk alone, and I'll see you guys very